Good morning to all my friends and family, and welcome to Jim's 5am Club. It's early morning, it's Sydney, it's a mild autumn morning, gentle breeze blowing across the harbour, and we've got the sunrise happening in about 15 to 20 minutes time. You can see the Opera House silhouetted against that golden dawn. How beautiful is it? It's a lovely morning. I'm rugged up. The beginning of a work week. It's the beginning of Holy Week for those Eastern Orthodox Christians who are celebrating Pascha this weekend. So wishing everybody Kali Dinami for those who are fasting, and may we have a blessed, beautiful time with our family and friends and celebrate the resurrection when it comes to us on Sunday. What I thought I'd do is just do a bit of a walk and talk and go through a book summary this morning. And the book summary that I've chosen to deliver is an interesting one, especially for those young people who are studying, who are at school, and for those who have fond memories of their school years. Sadly, yesterday when I was in church, I got a text from a good friend of mine telling me that one of our school friends, one of our very, very good school friends that we had, sadly passed away because he was at home just sitting on the balcony there, just resting on the railing, and overbalanced and fell backwards, fell down 2 stories of floors, landing on his head, and sadly died. So once again, I had all these wonderful memories of school flooding back to me, where we spent 6 wonderful years together growing up, from year 7 to year 12, and just to think that one of my friends left the world so early, and he didn't even get a chance to say goodbye to anybody. But that's life, and I guess we're all going to get our chance to live our full allotment of years. We don't know how many years they are, but I guess the big call to action is to make the most of the time that you have together, and to live, love the people that you have in your life, and to embrace them as closely as you can. So the book that I'm going to talk about today is called How to Become a Straight A Student by Cal Newport. And to cut to the chase, the key point, the key deliverable that comes from this book is that it's all about knowing how to study, and it's not the volume of study, but you need to be focused, extremely focused when you're studying. So spend less time studying, but be more focused when you're studying, because that seems to be the key. So the author here talks about the importance of working in focused bursts. So they talk about a 50-minute burst where you just focus entirely on one task, but you truly focus on that one task. And you do 3 of these bursts every day, so 3 50-minute study sessions. And the author guarantees that by doing it this way, you'll be far more productive than spending 10 hours of distracted study, which is draining and which causes people to absolutely hate school and hate the education system. So a very, very powerful lesson, and that lesson is to be ruthless in prioritizing and managing your time, and to be focused on doing bursts. But in order to really get on top of this, the other key deliverable that you need to focus on is to eliminate absolutely all distractions. And it's really, really hard, because I remember when I was at school, the phone would ring, the television would have number 96 or some program that you really needed to watch, and the mind would be wandering all the time. You'd be thinking of girls, you'd be thinking of what happened at school, you'd be thinking about the funny incident that happened in class, you'd be thinking of the football or the sports that are coming up on the weekend. You name it, we were distracted all the time. So one of the key learning points from this book is to be ruthless with prioritizing and managing your time, but be absolutely ruthless at eliminating every distraction. So in order to do this, the author gives us a couple of hints and a couple of tools of trade, and he says that we need to keep a work progress journal to uncover I love this one here, to uncover all your bloody excuses, all the excuses that you come up with that get in your way to being focused and to be diligent in your study methods. So what he's saying is that each morning, write down the most important tasks that you need to do and complete throughout the day, and at night check off all the accomplishments that you've been able to amass throughout the day. In other words, all the things that you've been able to do, and then have a look at what's left. So the things that you haven't done, give an explanation, a detailed explanation as to why you didn't do it and why you couldn't do it. And then what you'll find is that you'll find a trend. You'll find a number of recurring excuses that pop up, and those excuses are the ones that you need to throttle. They're the ones that you need to eliminate and to work really, really hard at basically blotting out of your life, because those excuses are the ones that are going to steal from you the glory of your school years. So look for those recurring lame excuses and eliminate them where possible. And if you can't do it by yourself, then get your parents, get somebody, your teachers, get somebody to work with you to help you. I remember when I was a kid, I used to love watching cartoons. I used to love watching television. I was an only child, and my parents worked 7 days a week. So a lot of the time I spent at home by myself, trying to entertain myself. And whilst I had homework to do, of course, there was always that temptation to switch on the television because the parents weren't there, grab a packet of chips, a packet of twisties, or some sort of comfort food, and just sit there and watch the program and pass my time. So, but what I did once was I told my mum, look, I have a problem. I just love watching cartoons. I just love watching television, Gomer Pyle, Maxwell Smart. You know what I'm talking about, Daniel Boone, and all the cartoons. I used to love sitting there in front of the television, chomping away on some chips, enjoying the crunch and just the leisure of watching television. So I said, Mum, I need help. I need help because I need to study, but I always go and switch on the television. I am addicted to the television. And she says, don't worry, son, thank you for telling me. And I said, well, we need to work together to sort this out. And what we did was my mother would go to the television and we'd pull out one of the transistors. Back then, the televisions had little light bulbs at the back of them, and we'd pull out the light bulb so the television wouldn't work. And my mother would keep it in her purse or in her possession. and I was able then to at least focus because I didn't have those massive distractions. So the third point that comes from the author is the 3P system in terms of how to move through exams smoothly. And the 3Ps are planning, proceeding, and proofreading. So what the author here says that you need to plan your time. So when you get into the exam, you look at the exam paper and you plan how much time you need to allocate to each section of the exam, and you do and you keep a 10-minute buffer at the end in order to go over the exam and do some proofreading. The second one is the proceeding. So when you're doing your exam, the author says that you need to do the easy questions first to generate some quick wins, to boost your confidence, and to start putting some marks into your kitty. So do the easy questions first, and start quickly, and knock off as many easy questions as you can, and then do the most difficult ones last. And the next point, the last point, is that you need to use the last 10 minutes or so to proofread your answers and to supplement your answers with additional information that you may have left out. Because this deliberate practice, this deliberate diligence adds significant value and helps you excel and helps you stand out from the other students and gives you a few extra marks that can take you from being middle of the class to being top of the class. So there you go. How to be a straight A student. So any parents out there who have got children at school, you may want to share this episode of Jim's 5am Club with them, because it may give them some tools, it may give them some knowledge that'll help them improve and learn from other people's experience. So let's finish off with a positive affirmation. I'm alive, I'm well, I feel absolutely great. To my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, stay reasonable. Let's get through this week. It's Monday, it's the first day of the work week. Actually, it's Tuesday, what am I talking about? Yesterday was Monday. Oh, sorry about that. I had Monday off, and hence it's the first work day of the week for me, and I thought it was Monday, but it is Tuesday. So for those who are celebrating Easter this weekend, all those Eastern Orthodox brothers and sisters, wishing you good strength with your fasting, and may we make the most of this solemn week and celebrate the resurrection on Sunday with our family and friends. And I guess that's it. So thank you, and I look forward to coming to you again later in the morning with a different message from a different location, where we can be the wind beneath our wings and we can live, learn and pass it on. Take care everybody, yasas, and thank you. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for being part of this journey, this magical journey. Jim's 5am Club. I'm slowly but surely getting to my target of 1,000 blogs in English. I've got about 140 to go and a month to knock them off. We'll see how we go. I'm feeling pretty confident at the moment. I need to do 4 or 5 a day. This is the second one for today, and I'll try and get another 2 or 3 done at least. Bye for now. Yasas.